everyone. We have a really gentle, easeful practice today, just a couple of mellow movements and then coming into a seat into a meditative space. But if you don't like meditation or if you haven't done before, just keep an open mind and be here for it to see what happens. For this class, if you have an exercise ball, that will make it extra cozy and comfortable. If not, grab a pillow. And we're gonna get started in a seat, Sukhasana. So if you don't have the exercise ball, you can sit your hips up onto the pillow or the bolster. I've been working all day and just got home, and this guy is very excited. Okay, so sit your hips up onto a bolster, crossing whatever ankle in front that feels more comfortable. And take a few moments just to kind of arrive into your body, noticing what that feels like for you today. Shifting your pelvis side to side, maybe closing your eyes, circling out your shoulders. And if you have the exercise ball, then go ahead and sit on that. And work through the same movements. So shifting pelvis side to side. Looking around your space if your eyes are not closed. Becoming present in the here and now. I know we have a lot of layers that tack on and add on throughout our day. So whether you're just beginning your day and you have a lot of these layers in your mind that your to-do list is kind of circling through, or maybe you're at the end of the day and just the weight of your work or your relationships or whatever is going on, kind of let that melt away here, unfold here, and give yourself the gift of just a few minutes of presence. Something very healing and nourishing about giving yourself 10 minutes. All right, from your seated posture, we're just gonna take a couple of seated goddess shoulder drops. So hands around your knees, inhale for a nice tall spine, lift your heart forward a little bit. And exhale, drop your right shoulder down as you gaze over your left shoulder. This can be done seated on the pillow as well. Roll your shoulder onto your back body, breathe in. And exhale, drop your left shoulder down, gaze over your right. Move with your own breath. Simple rhythmic movements, getting out any wiggles, any restlessness, any stiffness, staleness of energy. We're gonna do about 3 or 4 on each side. Inhaling, pushing your hands into your feet to kind of traction out the spine. And then exhale, deepen into your twist. Let it feel good, doesn't need to look a certain way. And then again, if you're on the pillow, same thing. Two more cycles of breath. Final exhale. And then move through center. Final little posture here before we sit is a child's pose variation. If you have the pillow, you can straddle it, kind of sliding it between your legs, and then fold your body down over top of it, give it a hug, and really let yourself become heavy. Your skin becomes soft and melty. If you have the exercise ball, bring your knees out wide and then drape your upper body over the ball, resting one cheek down. I like to interlace my fingers on the kind of front side of the ball so I don't have to effort at all, really. No effort in keeping my arms up here. A couple of deep breaths, feeling the air move from the back of your nostrils and throat all the way down the length of the body into your rib cage, your belly, your back body, and your pelvic floor. And then our exhales are just slow, gentle releases. If you want, you can take a rocking motion if that feels soothing for you. Switch the cheek that you're resting on. And land here for a few more breaths. Breathing softly but expansively in through your nose. And exhale out through your nose. Good, you have the option to take any of those little postures if you want to stay in your child's pose or come to a seat. Just get comfortable, whatever that means for you. Let your pelvis settle and your spine lift to stack one segment on top of the other. And then close your eyes down. Noticing what comes up first. If you have the urge to wiggle, then pause the video, do a couple more stretches, whatever feels good in your body, and then meet us back here. And if you're able, place your hands down somewhere on your body for a nice grounding sensation. Sometimes it feels good to push them into the bottoms of your feet or the tops of your thighs, your belly. And we return to even and smooth and unforced inhales and exhales. Simply tuning in, finding some attunement, and let that attention on your breath bring you into your body. So follow the inhale from the outside air into your body, and then notice what you feel. Just checking in with the layer, peeling back one by one. What is the layer of your body saying today? And try to resist the urge to categorize as good or bad. Maybe first calling something into your attention about your body that you're really proud of, or that feels effortless, or that is exciting or feels good. And giving yourself a little bit of gratitude and your body gratitude for the ability to do that thing or feel that way. And then maybe calling to attention something in your body that is more of a work in progress, or something that you're currently working through and moving through, something that might need more attention and care. No need to make any huge resolutions, but maybe just providing yourself one option of a way that you can start to be more kind to your body, more intentional. If your mind has wandered, bring it back to the simple rhythmic inhales and exhales. And then option 2, check in with the layer of the mind space, your mental chatter, your thought patterns, your mental health. First, noticing any areas that feel streamlined, healthy, efficient, capable, consistent. Acknowledging that our minds are not something to be considered less than. They're incredibly powerful, so powerful, and we have the ability to kind of harness some of that power and mold it and let it form alongside us. And if anything comes to mind regarding your mind space that is something that feels a bit more like a distraction, a bit more like an anxiety or a downness. Notice it. Let yourself have the full experience of being a human. It's okay to have habits and processes that are still in process in your brain. But maybe reminding yourself that actually the only thing that is here is right here, and having those distracted, anxious, hamster wheel thoughts are not constructive or serving you right now. If you ever need something to focus on, just return again to your breath in through your nose. You can exhale out of your nose, or if you need a little bit more energy clearance, you can open your mouth and release a sigh. And then finally moving on to the heart space, the layer of your emotional, energetic body. Tuning in right away, what does it feel like? Does it feel present at all? Does it feel like an area that is neglected, or an area that is highly attuned to or sensitive? And let yourself feel the beauty of letting yourself have emotions. So what comes up when you think of your heart space? Is there anything that brings you joy or happiness or love or belonging or compassion, passion, gratitude? Even if it's just one thing. Sometimes one thing can be really medicinal. It can be something you start to lean more into, pay more attention to. Let it fill your heart space with a nice bubbliness or expansiveness. Maybe you have a smile on your face as you think about that thing. And then tending to the areas of the heart and the emotions that are a little bit more difficult. Feelings of loneliness or overwhelm, hurt, grief. Just give yourself space to feel those things. Instead of ignoring them, we acknowledge them, we embody them, and then we see what happens. One more time, return to your breath. Take a nice deep inhale in through your nose. Fill up all the way to the top of your inhale. Expanding through the lungs and the belly, and then hold at the top for 3, 2, 1. Exhale out of your mouth, sigh it out. You have the option to stay here longer if anything is coming up that you want to tend to more. Otherwise, start to rub your hands along your body. Slowly, easefully blinking your eyes open. And just returning to the space around you. Noticing yourself in kind of this condensed 3D form that we are. We kind of peeled back the layers of our body and our mind and our heart, and just Now for a breath, notice yourself as this combined unit of all these different layers. And hopefully you can go out throughout your day or tomorrow or the rest of your evening with a little bit of sense of just acceptance, clarity, being in your being. And hopefully you feel a bit calmed and relaxed. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time.